Welcome back to Ohio Country today, and with me is Jim Poppelman with the Darke County Parks District. And you got a project going on here, Jim. You want to tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing out here loading this old barn up?
Well, right now, we're getting some of the material that we'll need to construct our log structure blacksmith shop, which we intend to start next spring there at the Darke County Park just west of Greenville at the Shawnee Prairie Preserve there. And I'm a volunteer, and there's a lot of other volunteers that I work with, a bunch of retired guys, and we're going to be starting this next spring and hopefully have it done by the fall. And we're delighted to get these logs because we've advertised for material, but we figured we'd have to tear down an old log house, and you might have 3 rotten ones for every good one you get and go through a lot of work. But these people, they're giving us some already disassembled, banded up, and we couldn't ask for anything more.
Can you tell a little bit about where this building came from and what type of structure it was?
It was a 20 by 20 barn just west of here, a mile or two. We already have a big log house, a 2-story log house that we constructed 5 to 10 years ago. It took about 5 years to do it. There was a lot of work in it, but we have that now, and this will be just across the driveway from it. We have events in this log house through the year, and we try to, I'll use the word portray, late 1700s, early 1800s, and then this will fit right in. Plus we have blacksmiths in Darke County, hobby blacksmiths that are just looking for a place to practice their trade. And we'll be so glad to have them at the park. It's another activity there that people can see how things were done 200 years ago.
Well, you know, as we go forward in our society, we talk about it when we look at the antique tractors and all those kind of things. People really don't have an idea or don't really understand how difficult it was sometimes at that time period to survive.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. An awful lot of them don't. And we're trying to keep this all alive, and fortunately there's people, volunteers that are interested in that, that'll help us do that.
You know, one other thing that's you've got some tremendous help here, not only from the Lamars here outside of Wapakoneta, but one of the local businesses is giving you a huge hand getting this done.
Yes, Koenig equipment. They have a store in Greenville too, which is where we're located, and we contacted them, and they graciously offered to do the hauling for us, or most of the hauling. We might be able to get it all on here. If not, we've got a backup plan. We got a pickup with a 5th wheel, but it's just working out great for us. And they've worked with the park for years. We've got some equipment from them, and they've helped us out. We've borrowed equipment from them for special events, like last year. I think we borrowed a gator from them for our Prairie Days, our big festival, and they just pitched in. All we got to do is ask, the way it seems.
Joining us now is Randy Lamar Jr. And Randy, thanks for being with us this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
We're watching, we just heard from Jim Poppelman about the history of loading this log house up, or log building, I should say. Can you give us a little bit of history? Do you know any history about this building at all?
Yeah, the building actually came from from Lester Rook's farm, about 3/4 of a mile east on Pashita Road. We disassembled it about 5 years ago with the intention of putting it back up. Obviously, intentions didn't happen, and the Greenville Parks District was looking for a building, and we thought this was a great way that they can put it back up and we can go down to Greenville and actually enjoy the building. So,
you know what the building was used for prior? They're going to use it, as Jim indicated, for a blacksmith shop. What was the history on the building when it was on Mr. Rook's farm?
It was the original barn built on the Rook farm. It was a 20 by 20 building, and then a few years after it was built, a larger barn was actually built around it. So this barn was never outside for more than 5 or 6 years.
Do you know when the original construction date was of this structure?
1880s, I believe. I'm not sure exactly, but it's the late 1800s.
Well, the Greenville Park District really appreciates what you guys are doing and helping them out with this, donating this, actually like Legos, where they just take and have to reassemble it.
Right. Yeah, it was when we disassembled it, we marked all the logs, so it'll actually go back together almost like a Lincoln log set. Like I said, with the intention that it was going to be put back up. We appreciate the fact that the Parks District wants to put it back up, and so everybody can enjoy it.
You know, as we talk about these old buildings, how do you feel about preserving history and helping people understand what it was like in the day?
I think history is very important to understand, because if we don't know where we came from, we don't really have a clear picture on where we're going. So we need to remember how things used to be so we know how well we have it now.
Well, Randy, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.